In this class, we are going to discuss about question number 15, exercise 14.1, probability. Observe this question, 5 cards. This question is based on cards. 5 cards, we are having 52 cards. What? We are having 52 cards. Out of these cards, 5 cards, the 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. We are having in a deck of cards 52 cards. In 52 cards we are having 4 suits. In each suit we are having 13 cards, and these suits are spades, clubs, hearts and diamonds. Now in the diamonds we are having 13 cards. What? In a diamonds we are having 13 cards. Out of these 13 cards, 5 cards, 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds. In each suit we are having 13 cards, Ace, King, Queen, Jack and remaining 9 are what? Numbered card. 2 to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of these 13 cards, we are having 5 cards, 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds having 13 cards. Out of 13, 5 cards are well shuffled with their face downward. 1 card is then picked up at random. 1 card. We are having 5 well shuffled cards. What are the cards? 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. Diamonds having 13 cards. Out of these 13s, 5 cards are well shuffled. We are picking what? 1 card random. Clear? What is the probability that the card is the Queen? First question. What about the solution of first one? Observe. First one I am taking. What is the probability of? Probability of card is the Queen. We are having 52 cards. Total cards what? 52 cards. And these cards divided into 4 suits. 13, 13, 13, 13 are in each suit. These suits are spades, clubs. Name of these suits are spades, clubs, hearts and diamond. In each suits we are having 13 cards. Cards are what? Ace, King, Queen, Jack and 2 to 10 numbered card. Clear? Now in this question we are having 5 cards, 5 diamonds card. Out of 13 diamond cards we are taking 5 cards. 10, Jack, Queen and King. 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace. These are 5 cards of diamonds. Clear? What is the probability that the card is the Queen? So in the first one, total number of cards equal to what? In this question we are having 5 cards. Total number of cards 5 cards. Name 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace. And these are diamonds card. Clear? Now probability of picking a queen. What? Probability of picking a Queen card. Probability of the card is the Queen. Probability of picking a Queen card. queen card. Clear? So, what is the formula of probability of event? Probability of event is what? Number of favorable outcomes divided of total possible outcomes. What is the formula? Number of favorable outcomes divided of total possible outcomes. In this case, total possible outcomes will be what? 5. We are having total possible outcomes, or we can say we are having total number of cards are what? 5. So, denominator we are having 5. Now, number of favorable outcomes. What about the favorable outcomes? We are picking a queen. We are having 5 cards in which we are having queen. So, number of favorable outcomes will be what? Only one king queen we are having. So, number of favorable outcomes will be what? 1. Observe again. We want what? In the 15th first one, what is the probability of the card is the queen? Probability of picking a queen card from these 5 cards. From these 5 cards, we want to pick queen. So, its probability will be what? Probability of event is what? Number of favorable outcomes divided of total possible outcomes. So, we are having 5 cards. So, total possible outcomes will be what? 5. From these 5, we want queen. Queen is only 1, so number of favorable outcomes will be what? 1. So 1 upon 5 will be what? Probability of picking a queen card. It is the answer of first one. Now second one. What is the second one? If the queen is drawn and put aside, queen is drawn. We are having 5 cards. 5 cards we are having, and these cards are 10 number card, jack, queen, king and ace. 5 cards of diamonds we are having. From these cards we are drawing a queen and putting what? It is given clear. If the queen is drawn, and put aside. Once we queen put aside, then what about the total number of cards? For this case, if what? If the queen is drawn and put aside, then total number of cards will be what? Only total number of cards will be what? 4. Total cards we are having 5. From these 5, queen we are drawing and put aside. Then we are having only 4 cards. Now we are having 4 cards. Clear? What is the probability that the second card is picked up in ace x queen? 2 questions. Total we are having 5 cards, but in the question number 2 we are drawing a queen and put aside. Now we are having only 4 cards. Out of these 4, what is the probability of picking an ace, and what is the probability of picking an ace and picking a queen? Clear? Now first one, probability of the second card picked up an ace. Observe carefully. Probability that the second card is picked up an ace. In the second one, we are draw a queen and put aside. Now we are having only 4 cards. So total possible outcomes. What is the probability? Probability of event is what? Number of favorable outcomes divided of total possible outcomes. So in this case, we draw a queen and put aside. Then we want probability of a second card picked an ace. Once we draw a queen and put aside, we are having only 4 cards. So total possible outcomes will be what? 4. Now out of these 4 cards, we are not having queen. Why? Because queen we put aside. So we are having only 4 cards: 10, jack, king and ace. In the second case, we are having 4 cards: 10, jack, king and ace. Out of these 4 cards, what is the probability of picked up an ace? We are having 1 ace, so number of favorable outcomes for second card will be what? 1. 1 divided over 4. This is the probability of the second card picked up an ace. Clear? Now its second one. Probability of the second card picked up a queen. Now what about the probability of the second card picked up a queen? We are having 4 cards in the second one. In the second question, queen is drawn and put aside. Remaining cards are 10, jack, king and ace. Only 4 cards. So total possible outcomes will be what? 4. Out of these cards, out of 10, jack, king and ace, out of these cards, what will be the favorable? We want what? Queen. But once we queen drawn and put aside, then in these cards we are not having queen. Then how we will picked up a queen? So there is in these 4 cards no queen. So number of favorable outcomes will be what? 0. 0 upon 4 will be what? 0. So probability the second card picked up a queen will be what? 0. Observe again. What about this question? In the question we are having 5 cards of diamonds. Observe, in a deck of cards we are having 52 cards. In the 52 cards we are having 4 suits, each suit having 13 cards, and these suits are spades, clubs, hearts and diamonds. In each suit we are having ace, king, queen, jack and 2 to 10 numbered card. Now in this question we are having 5 cards of diamonds. In the diamonds 13 cards we are having: ace, king, queen, jack, 2 to 10 numbered card. Out of these 13 we are having 10, jack, queen, king and ace. Clear? Now we want to find probability of the card is queen. Total cards we are having 5. So probability of picking a queen card will be what? Number of favorable outcomes divided of total possible outcomes. So total possible outcomes will be what? Total number of cards is what? 5. Now number of favorable, we want what? Probability of picking a queen card. In these cards we are having 1 queen. So 1 will be what? Number of favorable outcomes. So 1 upon 5 will be what? Probability of picking a queen card. Now second one. In the second question, out of these 5 cards, queen is drawn and put aside. From these cards, queen is drawn and put aside. Now once we put a queen aside, then remaining cards will be what? 4. 10, jack, king and ace. Only these cards are remaining. What? Observe again. In the second one, queen is drawn and put aside. Once we queen put aside, then remaining cards will be what? 10, jack, king and ace. So total cards in a second case we are having 4. So probability of the second card picked up an ace. In the second time we are having only 4 cards. What cards we are having? 10, jack, king and ace. Out of these we are picking what? Ace. So number of favorable outcomes will be what? 1 divided of total possible outcomes. Total cards in a second time we are having 4. So 1 upon 4 will be probability of the second card picked up an ace. Now probability of the second card picked up a queen. Once queen is drawn and put aside, then what is the remaining cards? 10, jack, king and ace. Queen is not there. So what in which we want the probability of picked up a queen? Total cards we are having 4, and in 4 we are not having queen. So number of favorable outcomes will be what? 0. 0 upon 4 will be what? 0. Impossible event. Impossible event. So the probability of the second card picked up a queen will be what? 0. This is the required answer. I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.